Recording. Okay. About home login. Okay. Once you use this command, view add router, it will automatically create the router index.js, and then we have the views. In our views, we have the about and home. It's already created. And then in my I added some of the files in here. We have the login, and then we have the register.view. So for example, if you add the login module, for example this one, if I run this one, so the output is okay. So I have the login, and then we have the register. Okay, login and register. Anyway, mm, login and register. Okay, so I created this one, login and register. If you add some templates or views, okay, like for example this one, login, if you create this module, then you have to add that in our router, which is we have the login, and then we have the register, and then redirect, component, import, etc., then views, login. Or if you want, there are some programmers that they are using the components. If in case that you don't want to use the views, or you want these files are inside the components, then you have to change views to components. Okay, so if in case, components, if in case na all the files in here are in our components, then you have to redirect this one to components. But in my project, in my application, my views, view files are in my views folder, so it should be views. Yan. Okay, views, and then save. Okay, and then yun lang, add the path name. Yep, this one is the default home, so that's why we have this one, home, about, login. Okay, and then we have also in our app view, we have the navigation bar. Okay, so yeah, this is my navigation bar. So when I click, so we have the router link in HTML. That is the same with the ahref, the hyperlink. So in Laravel view, we are using the router link. Okay, router link. Then the path, we have, for example, for the register, we have /register. This one, it should be the same with or in our router. Dapat pareho lang sila, ha. We have the /register, and then the path, and then we have the redirect to views register. This one. Okay, in our app view, where is in our link, our navigation bar. Okay, and even in our login, for our login, if you will notice, that is /login in our index, our path /login. If you will notice, in our app view, we have the about, the navigation bar. Then in our index, we have the about, and then we have also in our navigation bar, we have home. So in our index, we have the / for the home. Okay, yan. Example, another example in here, if you want, okay, so lagyan lang natin, can we use the hyperlink? Let's try ahref / for the home. This is in our register, okay, and then /a. I like, for example, back or home page, save. So in our register view, we have the home page here. So when I click the home page, it should be redirect to my home. This one. Okay? So if I will change that one into about, okay, so take note, in our router we have the about, and that is redirected to views about that view. So save, then if I click the home page, then it will go to my, oh, wait, dapat about, wait, register about, slash about, tama, refresh, or do we need to refresh? Siguro click homepage, then it will go, this is an about page. Okay, so that's it. So that is how you will redirect, how to use the router for linking your other modules or views. Do you have any question with that, class? None? Okay.
Done, sir.
Okay, good. So that is clear. Next is data binding. Before we go to the database connection and etc., so we need to know how to bind your data. So I have here some of my experiment. I have some experiment here. Okay, so creating the login module, app view. Ayan. Hindi, tapos na natin to. So we have the login done already. We have the home view, login, and then create and open login view and add some codes, and then here run server. So we have the home, about, and login, and then yeah, and then if you want to, okay, so designing your navigation bar using the CSS there. Okay, I'm using the cascading style, but if you want, you can use the bootstrap if you have analysis using the bootstrap. Okay, data binding. So here is one of the, yeah, data binding. So for example here, about home, register. Yeah, meron na tayong register. So app view. So let's go now to our app view. So about login, register. So we have login, register, add. Merong add router. Add. Ano ba? Add? Wala. Okay, so data binding. So let's try to create, based from my experiment, my step-by-step procedure. So I have here the link if you want. Using DV model, by the way. We will create a router. So navigation bar, sabi, we will create the add module. So that is add. So here in our main.js, or yeah, so we have the add. So here in our view, let's try to create a new file named add.view. So in our index.js, just copy this one, including the semicolon, okay, including the semicolon, and then here add path. Yep, so in our, we have the add path in our app view, add path, add slash add. So in our index we have add slash add, and then add. Then here we have the add view. Add view, we have here the add view. We don't have any yet design, so template there, and then okay, save. What will happen? Refresh. Oh, bakit wala? Where's my add view? Save. Div, save. Where's my add? Okay.
Hindi nakasave yung index.js ata.
To. Okay. Sir Alan Lau already discussed to you the watch. Na-discuss na ba sa inyo ni Sir Alan yung watch? Di pa? Okay. Sa watch kasi, if you will be using the watch, but I will not be using that one. Once there are some changes in your code, then it will automatically save. Okay? I'm using the watch, pero ako I'm not using that one. But if you are interested, you can search that watch yung view Laravel watch. Yan, Pentran watch. That's the spelling watch. Anyway, let's go back. So save, refresh. Ayan, add. So in our add, we don't have any code. Yep. By the way, if you remove the div in our view, it will have an error. So meaning it is required to have a div. Okay, in all the views that you will be creating or template. Save. Okay, so add. So in our reference, nahilo na ako. So router index. Yeah, we're done with this one. We included the add path, and then in our register view, register view yan. Okay, so let's check our register view. Okay. Delete. We'll be using the V model for the data binding. Anyway, register view. Welcome to view your news. Okay, this is just for the app. Anyway, let's skip and go to our add view. In our add view, there. Do we need this one? I don't think. No. Or okay, let's try. Up. So template. There. Copy. Inside our template, we have a div. Then in our script, so we'll be adding the script. And then we remove this one and then replace it with this. So components add text view. So now our component should have a view named text add. So okay. And yeah. Okay. So let's create. Kasi in our components now, at components. So in our components, we have to add the file, text add, and in our text add, this is our template. Copy our template, paste, save. Oops, forgot template. Then paste, save. Then in our script, yeah. So this is a very important. For the Laravel, they are using the script. We don't need the style. Template and then the script. This is the JavaScript. Then we have the test view in our. Parang dami pinuntahan. Okay. So in our component, we have to add another component. The name is test view. Add new file, test.view. Let's just copy this one, and then I'll be discussing this one later on. Ang dami na pinuntahan ito. Paste, save views, save na lahat. About add view, save. Okay, so let's try what will happen. For the add, if we put, bakit wala? Refresh. Bakit nag-double ko yun? Anyway, data binding. It's not working. What happened? Okay, let's go back here. Add view. It will redirect to our text add components. Components text add. We have the first vmodel f name and vmodel last name. And then gender wala na. Description and age. Add. Text add. So, what is this one? Okay. Okay. Copy. Paste. Save. Yep. Yan. Siguro meron na. Yun. Testing lang yung kanina. So that is how to bind a data. If you will notice and just parang copy and paste, then anything that you input in here, it will be displayed in here. So that is the data binding. Let's just forget about the test view. Pampagulo lang yan. Delete. We don't need that one. What we need is the add text. Now, okay. So let's try to discuss what the content of our text add. For that, let me repeat, in our navigation bar, we put the add, and then in our in our router, we put the add module, view add view, in our view, it redirects to our text, components text add that view, text that add view in our components, and then here, this one is the template. Okay, this is the template. So we have the view user registration form, we have the form, and then we have the label, first name, label, we have the input type text, vmodel, don't forget. Okay, so we have the vmodel, and then the name is fname. It is required. Okay, so and then for the last name, we have the model L name, last name, for the age, and etc. Ethnicity, we have the gender, ethnicity, and then we have the select, that is for the drop down. Okay, and then we have another label for the gender, and then another label. We have the gender, and then using the radio type, meaning this one, radio button, circle. Okay, and then we have another label for the description. Okay, so vmodel, don't forget to put the vmodel there. Now here we have the display, form data preview, so id, preview data, yes. Okay, and then here we have the p tag, name, we have name, and then we have first name and last name. So if you want to display the content of our this one, so take note, our first name, the vmodel is f name, that is the vmodel or the name, f name. So here, if you want to display that here, so you have to use the same vmodel name, f name, and then f name. Okay, and then L name, age, gender, and so on, all. Okay, then here in our script, this one is for the style. Okay, if you want to put some style in your using the cascading style. This is a JavaScript or this script. So first we have to export the default name test. And then props, the message is a string. Okay, parang data type, the data type is a string. Then return, so we have the following data to return. We have the F name, the L name, the gender, ethnicity, description, and then we have the age. So that's why we have this one. Okay, okay, so let's try to create another just an experiment. Okay, an experiment. Result or sum variable. So these are the variables. Then this dot F name, papadakar na ako dito. This dot L name. Ano ang gagawin ko? L name. So return sum. So dito. So gumawa ko ng sum. So here, what if I will put sample, copy, paste. Lagyan natin siya ng sum. So meaning we have a sum in there, sum. Then I created a variable sum that will add the first name and second name, but I will be using a number. So 10 and 5. NA. Okay, ayaw. So NA. Although these are working, yes. But how about the sum? Why is it not working? Anyone? Class? Any idea? That is my code. Why is it not working? Any guess? Any guess? Siguro ang ako ay maybe this one, because this is a string, right? And then you use the plus operator, so that's why we have an error here, NNA, because it cannot compute, right? Ayan. How about that? Ano bang that? Save. Error. Yun, nag-error na siya, so okay. Nag-error na talaga siya. What I did? Yung that. So nag-error siya doon. Ayun, okay na, working. NA, bakit ayaw niya mag-compute? Okay, so we have the data, return, ito naman the result, computed, removed, name, siguro, what if we'll try, okay, so we have the result, data, new view, auto props. Or anyone from the class who know, who have knowledge in adding two numbers using the Laravel. None? So I have a problem in here. We have the app. Message string. fname class is that l name. Oh my god. It was a sum. Save. Fresh. Ayaw. Image. Anyone from the class? Yun nga, this one, I removed this one. By the way, we don't need the message. We put message. Save. Refresh. Here's the message. Welcome to. Oh. Okay, so what is the content of our message, by the way? I forgot already. In our add module, we have here test message. Welcome to your view.js, right? View.js. So, and then in our text add, when we call that one, okay, so we imported this one. Parang this one is imported in our app view. Then in our message, we have welcome to view.js app. So in our text, so the content of our message, this one is welcome to your view.js app. So that is the content of your message. So let's try to add. Parang import. Yeah, this one is import. So all the contents in here will be added in our add view. Okay. Pero in our template, okay. What if, let's try, parang experiment. Okay. What if we try to transfer this one to our add view? What will happen? So we have we have another div. Oh, no. It should be inside the div. Same. What will happen? Ayun, no. Okay. So yun nga lang, it didn't react to any of my JavaScript because we don't have any, although we imported in here. So it's not working, so we have to put it back here. Up. Transform, save. Save. Good. How about yung add? Okay, sum this fname plus lname. Sum. Save. NA. NA. Kasi this is string. Not unless what? Convert. Baka we need to convert, right? Because this is a string. View convert string Ano string to number. Okay yan. Solution parse int. Parse int. But how will we do that? Okay. So, sabi parse int, then open and close parenthesis. Saka pwede na. Parse int, open and close parenthesis. Save. Error, sana hindi. Good, wala. Pero nothing happened. 1, 2. Wala. Or there's some return F or yung sum. No. View add two numbers. See, ito they are using new view. Then we have the method. Using method, return function this number 1 plus this number 2. Event target that value. Update number 1 function event. Parse int. Yeah, same. Parse computed. Baka we need to put this one computed and then another okay. So these are the data and then here. Okay, so yep, and then comma computed then open and close curly brackets. There's some error in there. Result, so we have a result return. Yun nga lang, they're using the return. Paste. Tama naman. Data and open and close parenthesis return here. Okay. So baka dito. Yeah. So computed. Try this one. Paste. Return. Result. So result. So this should be result. Save. Save. Refresh. Semicolon token unaffected token. There. Line 22. Ang layo naman. Line 22. Siguro dito. Comma. Return. Computed. Tama naman. Let's remove this one. Save. Add. Okay. Pero ito sa comma. Save error. And then this. How about here? Save. Yun nga. Error pa rin siya. data. Tama, dito dapat yun. Save. Unexpected token. Data. Meron na tayong data. We have a data here. Return. F. Number. Hindi nyo sinasabi. Ayan. Ayaw pa rin. Parse this.f name. This.f name. Tama. Save. Parse. Expected token pa rin. Ayun. Laravel parse error answer.
Sir, kulang ata ng curly brace.
Ng curly brace? Hindi. Tama. Pero ang sinabi niya dito is ano to, comma. Curly brace, okay. So, from our script, there. Open curly bracket. O nga no. Nasaan yun? Ito siya. Yun. Ito. O nga no. Parang ang kulang. Oo nga. Missing tab. Error. So, okay na yung curly bracket natin. Kompleto na. We have the opening and closing curly bracket. Opening and closing. Or baka it should be wala, hindi pwede. Kasi it should be outside. This is our data. This is our computed. Data. Computed. Tama. Result. Data. Computed. See, we are using result. Save. Nakasunod rin yun. Save. Result. Wala daw naman to. So, remove. Oops. There. Remove. Save. Curly brackets. Check. Add. Wala na. Add. Refresh. 2. Yung sum. We're using sum, not result. Sum. NA. Okay, so anyway, I will look for a solution for this one, how to compute. But for the data binding, it's working. So I'll be fixing this one later on. Ano oras natin?